Some Michiana war heroes now in Washington, D.C. as part of their Welcome Home tour.
Yeah, the idea was to give the aging Vietnam veterans the support they didn't get right after the war.
ABC 57's Jess Arnold met one of the men who runs a fireworks shop and is hoping his first visit to the Vietnam Memorial Wall will finally heal some of the wounds left by the reception he got in the 70s.
This is not your average little corner store.
Yeah, I can see that.
And not your average life for a Vietnam vet who goes by the name of Spider.
These are my toys.
Harold Spider Draves started playing with fireworks as a kid, but similar cracks and booms became the soundtrack of his youth when he was drafted to the Marines in 1969.
1969, 1970, 21 months, 12 days. I was an artilleryman. I had the chance to be on a fire base. It's Dong Hao Mountain. Whenever a fire mission came in, and there were lots of them, our job was to supply support for these people. So you shoot 600-800 rounds out of a 105 howitzer. Pretty impressive.
Impressive tanks.
I drove one of those.
Impressive snipers.
Sound like a little wasp or a bumblebee zipping by you real fast. That'll definitely make you pucker up.
Impressive how much Spider stood out when he went into town.
Everybody over there is little. And I wasn't always this big, but even then, I couldn't sit back in their movie theaters because, my hips and my shoulders were so wide.
He thought he'd finally feel comfortable when he came home.
But when I came back to the States, there were 3 tiers of protesters. And you had to walk through this crowd to get into the airport. And people would stand in your way. They would yell at you, call you names. They throw stuff at you. I got hit with some coffee grounds and some lettuce and stuff like that. People don't realize how really cruel and vicious the protesters were, how much it really hurt. It leaves an impression.
How'd you deal with that?
I went home and tried to, get over it or get past it. Most people didn't talk about it. Nobody really wanted to hire us.
After a while, Spider hired himself, opening Spiderworks Fireworks, which may seem an odd venture for a vet.
Vets have told me, especially those who have PTSD, that sound is obviously a trigger for them, but it's not for you?
Well, no. In my case, firing artillery, we were always sending out. So you could always hear the big bang, the big gun. I could sleep under a big gun. And this is the same thing. I'm sending. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
He's also finally feeling good about revisiting his past with a supportive welcome home.
It's just something I needed to do. Maybe it'll make me feel better about it. I don't know. I've never been to the wall, so I don't really know what to expect. So I'll wait and see.